Joyce versus Filip Hrgovic. Queensberry fight on the zone. Um, Joyce, 16-3, 15 knockouts, orthodox fighter. In his career, he has been knocked out twice, though. By the way, just to let y'all know, his last fight he lost by unanimous decision to Derek Chisora in July 2024. Um, he also lost to Zalil Zhang twice in what was that 2023 as well. And so they got a common opponent in this fight. Filip Hrgovic, 17-1, 14 knockouts, orthodox fighter. His last fight, he lost by knockout to Daniel Dubois in June 2024 last year. But Hrgovic, he beat Zalil Zhang and by unanimous decision in 2022. So you got these guys have a common opponent, which is Hrgovic. He didn't beat Zhang before. Joyce, he lost to him twice. You know what I mean? But I don't go by triangles, no theory so much. So in this fight, this is definitely going to be a fight that's not going to last all 12 rounds. Definitely. Definitely not going to last all 12 rounds. Somebody going to get knocked out in this fight for sure. It's all about who's going to be knocked out in this fight. Joyce, he's a veteran fighter, older fighter that's been fighting for a while. Hrgovic, he's the younger fighter between the two. I think he's the more athletic fighter between the two as well. Now, power, I won't say who has better power between the two, but because Joyce, he definitely, with his 16 wins, he got 15 knockouts, so he definitely got power for sure. You know what I mean? But this fight definitely gonna come down to who's gonna have who's gonna set the better traps in the fight. Like who's gonna set the better traps, who's gonna have the better defense in the fight. Which is I think it's gonna be an all-out brawl in this fight. This fight is a 50-50 fight. I really don't have no winner in this fight, but if I was to pick somebody who would win, I would go with the younger fighter in Hrgovic because I think Queensberry, you got to think of the business. They're looking at Hrgovic as the younger fighter, and they're still branding him as a guy that they want to put up in those heavyweight top rankings. And this is a fight for him to put a name on his resume with fighting Joe Joyce in this fight and beat him, and this would be a good win for Hrgovic, to put on his resume. And if it goes to a decision and it's a close fight, they're going to give the nod to Hrgovic because he's the fighter that they're trying to push more than Joyce at the time. You know what I mean? Honestly. So this fight, I would take Hrgovic either by knockout or decision. Definitely if it goes to two decision, I'm definitely taking Hrgovic. Who's gonna have the best condition in this fight? You know what I'm saying? Joe Joyce, he has a problem with his condition at times when it gets into the middle rounds. His conditioning be bad, and that's what hurt him in that Derek Chisora fight last year. Derek Chisora, he was game. He was well conditioned for the fight. Joyce wasn't. So me in this fight, I think Joyce with him definitely not being able to last with his condition, because I think his condition probably won't be any much better. Honestly, I got Hrgovic winning this fight either by knockout. If it go to decision, I got Hrgovic for sure. You know what I'm saying? But I can see Hrgovic possibly stopping Joyce in this fight for sure. So I'm going with Hrgovic in this fight. Next fight, man.